Anna draped her lingerie over a pillow and stabbed it violently with a fruit knife. Then she drew several pints of blood from her own body, pouring some onto the floor and leaving a single drop by the doorway. She diluted the remaining blood in hot water and poured the mixture over the lingerie. Finally, she lay on the sofa wearing the blood-soaked undergarments. All of this was Anna's revenge against the voyeur who'd been spying on her in the shower. Before long, the peeping Tom skillfully picked the lock to Anna's apartment. The moment he stepped inside, his foot landed in the blood she'd left behind. He looked up in horror to see Anna covered in blood. The sight terrified him so badly he wanted to call the police, but remembering his identity as a stalker, he had no choice but to abandon that idea. He could only flee the scene immediately to avoid being implicated in this murder. The instant the man left, Anna sat up with a wicked smile. She'd captured everything on camera, but the current evidence wasn't enough to convict him. So Anna plucked out one of her hairs and placed it next to the blood on the floor, then took another photo. Once she had all the evidence she needed, Anna cleaned up the crime scene. To provide the police with a clue, she deliberately left a drop of blood under the sofa. Then she got in a car and vanished without a trace. The man who'd fled Anna's apartment couldn't stop worrying the police would come knocking. He decided to go back and clean up any traces of his presence. But when he returned to Anna's place, he discovered her body had disappeared from the sofa. He frantically checked the other rooms, but found no trace of the murder scene. The man broke down. The killer must have cleaned up after he left. He would surely be framed as the scapegoat. Sure enough, when he arrived at work the next day, there was an envelope on his desk. Inside was a note. "Did you do it?" Attached were photos of Anna's corpse and images of him at the scene. Next to the bloodstain in one photo was a short hair, exactly the same length as his own. The man was completely terrified. This evidence was enough to prove he'd killed Anna. The next day, police approached him under the pretense of investigating Anna's disappearance. But without concrete evidence, they had to let him go for now. The police then decided to investigate Anna's apartment. As soon as they left, the man secretly followed to observe from the shadows. The police quickly discovered the blood drop Anna had deliberately left under the sofa. Using luminol testing, they found traces of large amounts of blood on the living room floor. The man realized the killer had intentionally left these clues to make the police target him as the murderer. To avoid this fate, he had to find the real killer before the police did. Judging by Anna's gruesome death, the man speculated the killer must have harbored deep hatred for her. But he'd been stalking Anna for over 100 days and had never seen her conflict with anyone. So he decided to search for clues online. He actually found someone suspicious, a woman who repeatedly posted hateful comments during Anna's live streams, even making Anna cry once. When he clicked on the woman's profile, he discovered she was Anna's best friend.